Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 10 of Pokemon Emerald. Yeah, plot. Jesus Christ. And those guys are basically waiting in line to sneak in. God, Aqua Grunts are so stupid. Anyway, we need to go into the boatyard. And we need to talk to, I do believe, this guy here. He'll tell us about the plot, basically. And we need to talk to Captain Stern, and he is in the museum. So, we had to deliver the Devon Goods to Captain Stern, but unfortunately, again, Captain Stern is in the museum, so we're gonna have to get out of here after we're finished and go straight into the museum. You can explore around if you want. I mean, it does look like a place that you could explore, but there's just one problem. It's not. That looked like a stepladder you could climb on. It's not. It's practically the second floor. In fact, you can go up and check it out yourself. So, where were we in the last part? We just came to Slateport and we happened to see all those Aqua Grunts here. So yeah, we're probably going to be going into plot. And again, the guy you're looking for is not here. I'm just talking to see if I could get an item from these guys. And that's just basically RPG logic. Sorry. Damn. Just stuttering. But enough about that. Let's just leave this place because I can't run in buildings for some strange reason. Gen 5 fixes that real quickly. We're just gonna have to go straight to the museum. Alright. We just listen to this guy and he gives us a clue for what we're gonna be probably doing post-game. Literally going underwater to find sunken ships. Because I do believe that leads to a legendary. If I'm not mistaken, that would be Kyogre. Oh boy. And she's only giving a fact. But then there's this area here that is Pokefans. Oh god, no! No! Not again! No! Why did you come here past me? No! God damn it! It's seeing this guy enough, man! No more Pokefans, please! Ugh. He's here to tell you about the Pokemon Contest. And that's basically all he's here for. He's not going to give you a bike voucher or a fishing rod this time around. No, he'll tell you about the Pokemon Contest, and let's be honest, they suck. They truly, truly suck. And we won't be seeing Pokemon Contest until I think we get to the 4th town. I forgot what town's name that is. I don't know. I don't know. I think this one in Mauville, actually. I gotta remember, but even still, I don't want to deal with Pokemon Contests. They are garbage. So, we have to deal with a TV reporter, and by the way, TV reporters will constantly be in many areas. So you're gonna have to give keywords a la Final Fantasy II to talk about how your Pokemon is. Doesn't matter how. I don't know if this actually helps or not, or this is just something random, but I do know this definitely gives me bad Final Fantasy II vibes. And by the way, I'm not referring to the Final Fantasy II that came to America, I'm referring to the original Final Fantasy II, where you have to memorize keywords just to get on with the plot! But, I'm cool. But, Yeah, I'm better off typing my stuff as opposed to putting this. You can pick whatever you want, and that's the thing. You can pick whatever you want. You can either write it in, it doesn't matter. I'm just showing this off because, again, you'll be pestered by these damn media moguls. It's best to ignore them. I do have to show this off because someone is going to run into it and thinking, oh my god, I have to do this. No, you don't. Let's delete all. And I'll just put my Pokemon, which is... Okay, why am I looking for that? Oh, never mind. I'm basically searching for the word. I could have just written it out myself, but... Hey. There we go. So I'm putting my slack off is... Where's the IS? Come on. Come on. There it is. Awesome. Just make this a reminder, people. I don't want to go anywhere near these guys again. By the way, they show up again in Gen 4. What do you know? Gen 3 is busted. But this isn't actually a hate playthrough. Yes, I do not like this. Okay, let me try this again. I am not too fond of this generation, but at the exact same time, they still gave off good Pokemon. And more importantly, at least for the most part, they gave you the run shoes. And also, they managed to have it to where I could actually learn Swagger. Oh, actually, that's not a bad move to learn. Although, the accuracy is going to suck still. At least I'm learning Swagger. Oh, God forbid if the accuracy on Swagger actually... You know what, let's get rid of Supersonic, since that tends to miss a lot. And if I find something better to... Actually, I do have something better. And I'm not using it to replace Growl. Why? Oh well. Let us move on into the museum. So we're gonna have to pay for the museum, but there is one other thing that was good about this game. Oh right, I almost forgot. The two types of bikes at least. Oh, and thankfully I don't have to fight this guy again, but at least they gave themes to all the enemy Pokemon trainers, like Team Aqua and Team Magma. I can give them that props. It's just the fact that Team Aqua and Team Magma suck altogether. But look on the bright side, at least I got Thief. That'll do, right? So on that note, oh right, I knew I forgot something. That move I got, which was Thief, was actually in Ruby, if I'm not mistaken. It was Endeavor, if I'm not mistaken, yes. It was only Thief in Sapphire and Emerald. And also Team Magma was here and not Team Aqua. So on that note, let's go upstairs. So all we have to do to activate the plot, I was just pretty much procrastinating, because Team Aqua sucks. So all we have to do is just give him the Devon Goods, and oh look, there's the Grunts. So guess what this part is? Our endeavor here in the Pokemon Museum, where we have to face off against two Aqua Grunts. By the way, in Omega Sapphire and Alpha... No, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, this was actually a double battle. which have two Carvanas, sorry, and a Zubat. And they actually have more Pokemon than just a Carvana, actually. Well, at least they're not using just Zubats. Yes, there is a Zubat here. Oh, my Lotad. Why? Let's just hit it with Bullet Seed and kill it dead. Wait, that's not my Lotad, it's Lombre. It evolved, I forgot. But Carvana is a pre-evolution, because it is the pre-evolution of Sharkpedo. So yeah, Sharkpedo is in this game. You gotta catch a Carvana first. And now that I stop and think about it, a fish evolving into a shark. Okay, whatever you say, Game Freak. It's almost as weird as a Remora, you know, evolving into an octopus. So, bring out the damn Zubat. Team Rocket all over again, I swear. Let's switch out to somebody. I'm gonna get Marshtomp. Why not? After all, it is a level 14, and of course you're gonna use Leech Life. Why won't you? Alright. Alright. See, this is why I have Rock Tomb. Because forget flying types. And you're done. It's super effective. And on that note, Slack Off has gained experience, and so does Marshtomp. Now we gotta take on Carvana again, so let's get out Lotad. I mean, Lombre. I keep forgetting it evolved. You know, the worst part about this is I'm gonna have to evolve a good number of my Pokemon, so I'll have a balanced team for later. Because this team may not be together for quite some time. Okay, let me rephrase this. Like, for later battles, we will need a different team. I just gotta mix it up. But more importantly, I may need a different team just in case I run into Archie, so there is that. Although Marshtomp can do just fine. Then again, that means I'll have to go through the process of earning EVs all over again. But Carvana is nothing. It is a water dark type. I think it's water type actually. No, it's a water type. And a water type that fell completely fast. So on that note, that takes care of the Aqua Grunts. So, wait, what? Oh, I didn't count for somebody doing some meddling in my plans. I came to see what was taking so long to snatch the parts. And you simps are being held by a male child. We're Team Aqua, and we love to see. And I'm Team Aqua's leader, Archie. What makes you interfere with us? You're stupid. No, you can't be. You're not one of Team Magma. Wait, that can't be right. You're not dressed for the part. No, I'm not one of your goons. Pokemon, people, all life depends on the sea. So Team Aqua is dedicated to the expansion of the sea. Don't you agree? What we're doing is a magnificent undertaking. Ah, fine, you're still too young to understand our noble objective. But I warn you, don't even consider interfering with our plans again. The consequences will cost you dearly. And don't you forget it. Well, see, that moron don't understand is his plans is gonna screw us all over. His plans is also gonna have Kyogre to almost decimate the Earth. So yeah, Archie's an idiot. And his plan's a total flop. On that note, we gave him the Devon Goods, however, there is just one problem. it seems we're gonna have to deal with the submarine bit later on because, see, Archie is not done with his shenanigans, not by a long shot. So on that note, that means we're done with all the events here in Slateport. However, there is one thing we can do. Oh wait, hold on. There's that guy. It's Scott, the guy who thought that I wasn't here. However, well, that guy was basically ignoring me back in Petalburg, but now that I went there and got rid of Team Aqua, now I can actually be, you know, known as a celebrity. So now Scott will register me in a Pokénav, and he will be in certain areas. So bear that in mind. Also, there is one thing I forgot to mention. Slateport has a brand new... Actually, no. Not Slateport, but rather Gen 3 has a brand new mechanic that gets carried over from Gen 3 to Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6. But 7 puts a stop to that. And that is called the Battle Arena, or the Battle Frontier. The thing about the Battle Arena or the Battle Frontier, the Battle Arena will have you randomly battling with Pokemon. Or should I rephrase that? Battling with random Pokemon like you did if you got rentals from Pokemon Stadium. The difference is, at least you choose your rentals in Pokemon Stadium. You only get 6 rentals, random rentals to choose from, and you gotta make that work. And even worse, if your rental happened to be the best, the computer could actually take your rental from you, and you'll end up with a crappy rental, and you'll end up losing. That has happened to me several times, which is why I'm not too fond of the Battle Tent, nor the Battle Frontier. Even worse, Shedinja with Wonder Guard. Shedinja with Wonder Guard. Shedinja with Wonder Guard. It's only fun in games when it's actually being used against everybody else except for you. But once it's used against you, then you realize, I may have been a bastard for doing that. Me, I'm just trying to see if there's any items that need to be given to me, because I went through all the trouble of giving them their goddamn goods. But then I realized I have no choice but to go upwards. But then I also realized I need to talk to Devon later. Eventually I do. But unfortunately, if we go north, that's gonna be basically a long trek. Ooh, and also I need to go to a Pokemon Center. So let's go on ahead and contact Mr. Stone, sorry. Ugh. Wait, does that say Rad Neighbor? Wait. Does this dude say hard as a rock? What the You know what? I'm done. I'm done. No! Screw this. Screw this. Hard as a rock. No. No. Just no. Oh, by the way, Scott will show up if you come to the Battle Arena. Or Battle Tent. So, yeah. Have fun with that. Oh, by the way, the Battle Tents here in this game is all restricted, are all like level 30 Pokemon. Considering that you're able to use level 30 Pokemon. Oh, and by the way, the lady that's standing there, she will be there until like later events in the game where you have to pursue Team Aqua in a sub. So get used to coming here on Slateport because you're gonna have to deal with that a little bit later. My exploration isn't done yet. I was just trying to see if I could find some items or some TMs or HMs, whatever I can find before I leave this town for good, because I know one thing for a fact. 11 and 12, we're going to be on a trek to Mauville. But for right now, we're going to have to make a backtrack to Rustboro, and there's a reason for that. Since we delivered the good, no, more like talk to Steven, we're going to have to go back and get the experience share. And I cut the travel time. It was a seriously long cut because it was practically like 3 minutes to get there, but hey, I at least got there. So now we've got the experience share. And I can assure you the experience share is a breath of fresh air here. I wouldn't say a breath of fresh air. Unlike Gen 6 where everybody got experience, I'd say it would be a great thing to give to your Pokemon and just have them hold on to it and just get them up to the point where they'll be able to fend for themselves. And I'm going to put this on my lowest level Pokemon first. And I'll probably be doing that off screen in later parts. So that way we'll have some options for the later Pokemon gyms. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Pokemon Emerald when we start our trek through Mauville. However, we're going to end up visiting the Trick House first. This is RFman985. Peace out, and see you guys next time.